Hi students, welcome back. Today I am discussing problems related with the spring. Okay, our first question. Spring constant of the spring K is cut into three equal parts and they are arranged parallel. The force constant of the parallel combination is. Okay, a spring having a spring constant K is cut into three equal parts. Okay, if it is cut into n equal parts, what about the spring constant of each portion? Okay, if the spring is cut into n equal parts, spring constant of each portion is equal to n into k. Okay, k is the spring constant of the spring. When it is cut into n equal parts, spring constant of each part is equal to nk. Okay, and when it is connected in parallel manner, what about the effective spring constant? If these n parts are connected in parallel manner, spring constant of each part can be found out by using the equation n into nk, that's equal to n square k. Okay, otherwise if k1, k2, k3 etc. to kn are the spring constant of each part, then effective spring constant in parallel combination that can be written as k1 plus k2 plus k3 plus etc. to kn. Okay, all those spring constants are equal, then we can write k plus k plus k plus etc. to nk. Okay, here what about the spring constant of each part? Here the spring constant of each part is equal to nk. So instead of k we want to write nk, then n into nk, that is equal to n square into k. Okay, total spring constant of the spring is equal to k. Okay, when it is cut into n equal parts, spring constant of each part is equal to n into k. And when they are connected in parallel manner, then effective spring constant is equal to nk plus nk plus nk plus etc. to n times nk, that's equal to n square k. Okay, n square k is the spring constant of when they are connected in parallel manner. Okay, here the spring is cut into three equal parts. Therefore, what about the spring constant? N is equal to 3. Then what about the effective spring constant? Effective spring constant is equal to 3 square into k. That's equal to 9k. Okay. If the spring is cut into 4 equal parts and it is connected in parallel manner, then effective spring constant is equal to 16k. 4 square into k. Okay. If it is cut into 5 equal parts, it become and connected in parallel manner, then effective spring constant is equal to 25k, 5 square k. Okay. Next question. The force F acting on a particle moving along x-axis at a point x0 is given by the equation F is equal to kx square. Force acting is given, that's equal to kx square. If k is a constant, work done when the particle get displaced from 0, 0 to 2, 0 is. We want to find out what about the work done. Okay. Work done W is equal to, we know that work done W is equal to integral of f dx. That's equal to integral of f is equal to kx square into dx. That's equal to k into x cube divided by, after integration, x square dx is equal to x cube divided by 3. Okay, what about the limit of integration? X-axis, the movement from 0 to 2, that is 0 to 2. Okay, then substituting the value of 2 on that equation, k into 2 cube divided by 3. That's equal to 8k by 3. Okay, work done W is equal to 8k by 3. This is the answer. On integrating this value, we got the answer as 8k by 3. Okay. Next question. Spring of original length x meter is compressed to half of its length. If the force constant of the spring is 10 Newton per meter, its potential energy is equal to. Okay. we want to find out the potential energy. We know the equation for the potential energy stored in the spring. Potential energy is equal to half k x square. Okay, half k x square is the potential energy which is stored in the spring. Then when the spring is compressed to half of its length, here the original length of the spring is x meter. It is compressed to half of its length. Then what about the potential energy? New potential energy PE dash, that is equal to half into k into x by 2 the whole square, compressed to half of its length. Okay, half k into x by 2 the whole square. Okay, now we can substitute the value of k. K is equal to 10. Okay, then half into 10 into x square divided by 4. Okay, 4 cancel to 10, it's equal to 5. Then potential energy is equal to 5 by 4 x square. Okay, 5 by 4 x square is the potential energy, new potential energy of the spring. Okay, initial potential energy of the spring is equal to half into 10 into x square, that is equal to 5x square. Okay, 5x square is the potential energy of the original spring. Then what about the potential energy after compression to half of its length? Okay, potential energy when the spring is compressed to half of its original length, that can be written as half k into x by 2 the whole square. It's equal to 5 by 4 x square. Okay, this is the new potential energy. Next question. In this question, two springs are given. First one is having spring constant k and second one is having spring constant 3k. Okay. If the energy stored in the spring A is 12, energy in A is equal to 12. Okay, that is, what about the energy stored in the spring? That is equal to potential energy. That potential energy is equal to half kx square and it is equal to 12. Okay, in the case of first string. Okay, then what about the energy stored in the spring B? Okay, and potential energy stored in the spring B, that is equal to half into k. Okay, 3k into, okay, 3k is the spring constant, 3k into x square. Okay, that's equal to 3 times half kx square. Then it's equal to 3 into half kx square. Half kx square is equal to 12 joule. Then 12, okay, that's equal to 36. 36 joule is the energy stored in the spring B. Okay. Next question. Here two springs which are connected in a series manner and a mass small m which is attached to it. Okay. When the body of mass small m is suspended from its free end, it causes an extension. Extension happens there. That extension is equal to 0.2 meter. The mass m is. Okay. Here also we can apply potential energy. Potential energy stored in the spring is equal to half kx square. Okay, then here we want to find out what about the spring constant k, because these two springs are connected in series manner. Okay, two springs are there and they are connected in series manner. In series combination, effective spring constant can be written as 1 by k effective is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2. Okay. Here it's equal to 1 by, what about k1? k1 is equal to 4 and k2 is equal to 2k. Okay, here it's equal to 4k and what about second? 2k. Okay, on rearranging it, 2k plus 4k divided by 8k square. Okay, that's equal to 6k divided by 8k square. It's equal to 3 by 4k, that is equal to 1 by k effective. Then k effective is equal to, what about k effective? K effective is equal to 4k divided by 3. Okay, 4k divided by 3 is the effective spring constant of these two springs. Okay, we know that potential energy is equal to mg into h. Here extension happened is equal to x. Okay, extension happened, that can be taken as x. Then mg x is equal to half kx square. Okay, then x get cancelled, then mass m is equal to kx square divided by kx divided by 2g. Okay, here k is equal to, here k can be written as 4k by 3, 4k divided by 3 into what about x? X is equal to 0.2, that is 0.2 divided by 2 into 10. Okay, 2 get cancelled to 0.2, that's equal to 0.1. Then the final answer, mass m is equal to 0.4 k divided by 30. Okay, 0.4k divided by 30, or we can write it as 0.04 k divided by 3. Okay, this is the answer. That much kg is the answer. If k is given, if the value of spring constant is given here, then we can substitute that value also here. Then mass m is equal to 0.04 into k divided by 3. Okay, in this question, here two springs are connected in series manner. Then what about the effective spring constant? 1 by k effective is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2. That is very important. Okay, then on substituting the value in potential energy is equal to half kx square, we can find out what about mass m. Okay. Next question, when a light spring or spring constant 200 Newton per meter compressed by 4 centimeter, work done is 0.16 joule. Okay, when the spring having spring constant 200 Newton per meter is compressed by 4 meter, then work done is given, that's equal to 0.16. Okay, now the spring is stretched by 10 centimeter, what additional work done is, we want to find out what about the additional work done. Okay, in the case of spring, potential energy stored in the spring, or it's equal to work done is equal to half kx square. Work done is stored as potential energy and its equation is half kx square. Half into k is equal to 200 into x square that's equal to 10 square. Okay, 10 centimeter square, that is 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 the whole square. Okay, that's equal to 100 into 100 into 10 square 100 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, that's equal to 10000 into 10 raised to minus 4. That's equal to 1. Okay, 1 is the answer, 1 joule. Okay, 1 joule is the answer. Then what about the additional work done? Additional work done is equal to, can be, okay, additional work done, that is change in work done, that can be find out 1 joule minus 0.16 joule. That's equal to 0.84 joule. Okay, 0.84 joule is the additional work done happens there. Okay, change in work done or change in potential energy, that is the additional work done. Okay, our next question, the force constant of the spring gun is 200 Newton per meter. If a bullet of mass 60 gram is to be shot by the gun with a velocity 20 meter per second. Okay, velocity of the bullet V is equal to 20 meter per second. Okay, mass of the bullet is equal to 60 gram, 60 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. Okay, force constant of the spring that is given, the K is equal to 200 Newton per meter. Okay, the compression produced in the spring should be, okay, that is the kinetic energy which is stored in the bullet, which is converted into potential energy in the spring. Okay, compression. When the bullet is fired into the spring, the kinetic energy stored in the bullet, that is get converted into potential energy in the spring, then half mv square can be written as half mv square, which is equal to potential energy in the spring, that is equal to half kx square. Half mv square, half get cancelled. Here mass of the bullet is given, it's equal to 60 into 10 raised to minus 3. Velocity is also given, it's equal to 20, then 20 into 20 divided by, what about k? K is equal to 200. that's equal to x square. Then 0, 0 get cancelled. Here also 0 cancelled. 2, 2 get cancelled. 60 into 2, that's equal to 120. 120 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, that's equal to x square, which can be written as x is equal to, or x square is equal to 12 into 10 raised to minus 2. Then x is equal to root 12 into 10 raised to minus 1. Okay. Root 12 is approximately equal to, we know that root 9 is equal to 3. Again root 16, that's equal to 4. Okay. Root 12 which lies between root 9 and root 16. So answer is somewhat equal to 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 1. That is approximately equal to 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 1. So our answer is approximately equal to 0.35. Okay, 0.35 meter. That is the approximate compression. Okay. Next question. The potential energy of the particle moving in x direction is given by U is equal to minus 4x square plus 2x. Okay, potential energy which is given. The force acting on the particle at x is equal to 2 units is. We want to find out the force at x is equal to 2 units. Okay. What about the relation connecting potential energy and force? We know that F is equal to minus du divided by dx. This is the relation connecting potential energy and force. U is the potential energy, F is the force. Okay. That's equal to minus d by dx of minus 4x square plus 2x. Okay. Now we can take the derivative. That's equal to minus of derivative of minus 4x square, that is equal to minus 8x plus, what about the derivative of 2x? Derivative of 2x is equal to 2. Okay, derivative of minus 4x square is equal to minus 8x plus 2. Okay, then when x is equal to 2 unit, we want to put x is equal to 2 unit. That's equal to minus of minus 8 into 2 plus 2. That's equal to minus of minus 8 into 2. That's equal to minus 16. Minus 16 plus 2. That's equal to minus of minus 14. Okay. So our answer is F is equal to 14. Okay. 14 Newton is the force which is acting on the particle at x is equal to 2 units. Okay, for this we can use the equation F is equal to minus du by dx. Okay, I think these questions are clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.